Despite being in my 40s, I try to be quite a modern man, to understand the world in which we're living and also to understand modern points of view. And for the most part, I can do that. But there's one issue that I keep coming back to because I cannot get my head around it. And that's people who say they are non-binary, who don't identify as being male or female, because being a man or a woman, they're the only two fucking options. I can make more sense of the trans crowd. If a man is dressed as a woman and wants to be referred to as she, her, yes, I can understand that. But if there's a person who says, my pronouns are they, them, well, there's only one fucking person standing there. But apparently, if we use the wrong pronouns, this can make them want to self-delete. Why this constant need for validation and affirmation? If someone doesn't refer to me as he, him, I don't think I'd better go to the local gunsmiths, buy a 12-bore and check myself out with Kurt Cobain's toothbrush. And for a while now, I've been talking about what I refer to as the TQ cult, the hardcore trans, queer and non-binary brigade, and their very bizarre behaviour. And then today, I saw this video clip.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads, and saw everyone as a sibling child of God.
In terms of weird offshoots from conventional Christianity, they are almost but not quite as weird as the Jehovah's Witnesses. Where in the Bible, and I am an ordained minister but I don't claim to be a theologian, but where in the Bible is God referred to with plural pronouns? It's Lord, God the Father. There is no ambiguity as to the gender of the Almighty. And saying that Jesus had 2 dads, are they alluding to God and Joseph being a gay couple? Because I noticed one person who's left out of the story there. The Madonna, the Virgin Mary. She is rather pivotal to the entire narrative. Imagine trying that with any other religion. How about the religion of peace, Islam? A religion so peaceful it demands its followers murder anyone who isn't Muslim. And in the Bible, Mary was 14 when Immaculate Conception happened, so at least she'd been through puberty, unlike Aisha, the 6-year-old married to the Prophet Muhammad. Talking of children, why is it so many non-binary types act like they're fucking toddlers? Just to clarify before the clip, when I said fucking toddlers, I mean acting like young children, not grooming gang stuff.
Yes, Sue had another gender adventure. I did. You guys, my mom stood up for me as my preferred name.
I'll answer my own question. Why do so many non-binary people act like they're toddlers? Because, here's an unpopular word, I think they're retarded. I'm not saying they're stupid, I'm saying they are emotionally retarded. They're stuck somewhere in intimacy and haven't progressed any further. Maybe they didn't get enough attention. Maybe they blame themselves for father walking out and never coming back again. But that weird individual being happy because her mother, because it is a woman, referred to her by her preferred name. I will put money on it. Her mother is drinking herself to death, wishing every day she'd taken it up the arse. I also think the non-binary crowd get off on causing confusion. It gives them a sense of power. As we will see from this next clip.
This is just a reminder that being non-binary is going to look different for every non-binary person. I'm non-binary, I use they, them pronouns. Do I like being called girl? No. Do I like being called she, her? Not really. Do I want to be called girlfriend? Yes. Do I want to be a mom? Absolutely. But when I'm older, do I want to be a grandpa? Yes. Now, is that a bit confusing? Sure. But it's my gender and I get to decide what's comfortable for me.
How the fuck is anyone meant to make sense of that? Clearly, again, that's a woman who doesn't like being called she or her, prefers they, them, doesn't want to be called a girl, but wants to be a girlfriend as well as a grandfather. Rather than girlfriend, shouldn't it be they friend? And I love the ambition that person has, that anyone will be in a relationship long enough with them to get them pregnant. I can't imagine what that would be like. The endless demands, the constant needs for affirmation, the constantly being corrected. And now we're coming up to the holiday season, so here is another non-binary person explaining to other non-binary people how to be fucking obnoxious.
So your family thinks they're gonna get away with dead naming you, and misgendering you this holiday season? No, they're not. You know why? Because you're deranged kazoo kid. You play a wind instrument. You take your mouthpiece and you just anytime the wrong pronouns or the wrong name comes out, and you be obnoxious as shit. Because they'll stop real quick.
If I had a friend or relative, it would have to be a relative. I wouldn't be friends with that person. Who, let's say they're at my house over the festive season, who during a meal started blowing a kazoo every time someone used a pronoun that they didn't agree with, even though the pronoun may align with their actual biology. I guarantee by the next meal I would have been to the local garage and bought an air horn. And as soon as that kazoo was raised at the next meal, I would put the air horn against their fucking ear and blow it as loud as possible. And when they screamed, "My God, I think I'm deaf," I would say, yes, now you have a physical disability to go along with your mental one. So non-binary people, what is it you want? Seriously, what can we do to make you feel better? And if you say, well, you need to use the correct pronouns, that's hard when you keep changing them every 10 fucking minutes. And if it's a need for victimhood, a need to feel oppressed, non-binary types, you aren't oppressed, you're just fucking annoying. I believe that most non-binary types are the type of people who, as a child, should have been hit more. As ever, thanks for watching. This constant need for attention and affirmation. I've just realised I'm talking about people needing attention whilst walking around a nature reserve on my fucking own so I can post this to the internet and hope people will watch it. Please, what